And Moses joining me on the desk. Now, the Lakeland Rustlers men's basketball team, they have a new motto for this year, a new theme, and it is change.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, considering what happened last year, it was a tough road for Tom Grote. Of course, he entered a position where he was, having to keep the group that was a previous coach's. But you know what? The new offseason helped him to recruit the players he feels they can contribute.
If I want to compare the start of this season with the start of last season, it's like night and day.
After inheriting a team just 2 weeks prior to the start of the ACAC season a year ago, head coach Tom Grote will get his chance to put his stamp on the squad this time around.
We had more of a traditional preseason where we were in here 1st of September, and we're going 2-a-days for pretty much all of September, and the guys are really starting to understand the offense, and I think we're off to a really great start.
Just a handful of returnees will don the green and gold, and for those who are back, all are second years. So to say the program is young is simply an overstatement. But Grote says the guys coming in have more experience than what their eligibility states.
We have a couple guys with college experience that are first-year players, so they bring a little bit of balance to the team. And we've got some international flavor as well with KJ McGrew. He brings a lot of passion, a lot of basketball IQ.
The North Carolina man will try to bring an up-tempo style and intensity to the club. A perfect example was his willingness to push his teammates during our interview.
Go, go! Ah, good kick! Ah! I bring the intensity very well. Hopefully my teammates will bring the same intensity I bring. I'm just a leader on the floor. As long as everybody talk on defense, defense is my main key. Everybody talk on defense and we win games. That's the way I look at it.
KJ grew up in the mecca of basketball. I mean, he lives somewhere between North Carolina University and Duke, so that's central for basketball. So he brings a lot of passion.
Coach Grote will look to a trio of players for leadership: Jake Hobble, Manny Jones, and Travis Blacker. The second-year guard has seen a drastic change in attitude in camp compared to last season, which he hopes will lead to a better on-court performance.
Communication between me and Coach is vital. The fact that we're both on the same page to get everyone else to buy it in, because you know what, it starts through him, and if I buy into what he wants me to do, and then they buy into what I'm doing kind of thing. So it starts at the top, which we didn't have last year. We can kind of come in, blank slate, new start, basically a whole new team, whole new squad, and just a fresh start for everybody.
The Rustlers will play the Lakeland alumni on Friday and Canadian University College from Lacombe the following night. Both games are at Lakeland Gym. Tip-off is at 7:30.
All right, we'll stick with Lakeland. It's not just the players on the court. They're injecting some youth to the squad as a pair of coaches join head coach Tom Grote and assistant Eric Block-Hansen. Montreal native Sheree Thomas is a former Div 1 college basketball player. He spent 4 years at the University of Kentucky and played in several pro leagues, most recently in China. Now, Sheree was hired over the summer and so far is enjoying his time under Grote's teaching.
Nice philosophy. He does the ball line defense, which that's what I learned in college. His offense is pretty much a lot of motion, a lot of movement, and he's a good coach to learn from, and same thing with the other coaches.
The 6'8" Thomas provides some experience in the low post and even gets into it with some of the players.
A little bit, They try to go at me pretty hard, so I had to go back at them a little bit, but it was fun.
Daryl Richardson is the second addition to the coaching staff, hailing from Pictou County, Nova Scotia. Richardson spent time playing basketball out in the East Coast before concentrating on education. Now working and coaching as a high school basketball coach in La Loche, he guided the team to their best record in over a decade and is excited to lend his knowledge.
Learning from Tom and learning from these guys, I think it's going to help make me a better coach. I think my background in physical education and my coaching at high school level will help as well.
Both new coaches bring impressive skills and youth to the table, so how does that make the head coach feel?
That's why I keep Eric Block-Hansen around, because Coach Block-Hansen, as long as he's with us, I'll always seem young.
It's one of the most popular games out there, NHL 14. It hit the shelves 2 weeks ago, and on this week's Beyond the Boards, Matt Schumach finds out what kind of skills the Bobcats have and just exactly how they create their player.
All right, Austin, now NHL 14's come out a couple weeks ago. I'm sure you've had your chance to play that. What do you think of it?
I love it. It's great. I love the whole fighting thing. I love that.
Now, you get to spend a lot of time with these guys throughout the year, road trips. I'm sure someone's bringing an Xbox to play. Now, as a gamer, do you see yourself as one of the best gamers on the team?
Yes, by far. If not the best, then I'd probably be second.
No, I have no idea. We have tournaments every now and then, and definitely at the bottom, the last guy picked for a teammate for video games, but hey, that's fine with me.
Okay, now you get to, you know, if you wanted to create a guy, you get to rate yourself now. What kind of ratings would you give yourself? Would you be like a 6'5" guy, 230 plus pounds, great stats, sick hands? You know, what kind of stats would you give yourself?
I'd probably be one of the slower guys out there with terrible hands.
My created guy would probably be around a 59 overall. Probably a 6'4", 230 pounder, and I just tough fighter. That's my created guy in the game. So.